everyone, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. And Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, I don't know what's going on with my equipment, but at this age, do we ever? Because yes, I may not be 55, but I am almost 50, so I feel like I count, right? We all count here. And again, just to clarify, because this is a niched reading that I do for Scorpios, yes, it is titled 55 and up, but it's also for anyone who truly appreciates the deep spiritual messages, because it gets very, real at this point. And Scorpio readings always are. So I want to thank you guys for coming in, and hello everyone. Thank you for your energy. Yes, please hit that like button. The struggle to get online today, guys, is unreal, and I miss doing this reading. I missed it last week. You guys have been here for a while, but if you are new here, welcome home. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So hang tight, because I will be announcing the winner of last week's mini reading at the end of this reading. And if you would like to participate to win a free mini reading, what's the energy right now? Hang tight, and I will tell you what to comment below in the reading. All right, guys, so let's take a deep breath. And as I always say, gratitude is the right attitude. Take a look at the space around you. Say thank you. Take a look at where you are, and no matter how you are feeling, remember it is a perception that you and only you have control of. Say thank you. Have gratitude. Take a deep breath in and release. And let's begin. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, interdimensional beings overseeing this act of divination for my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And let's focus on those of us that are in the stage of life of ease. Oh, is that what you want to go with? Fine. They said, I'll show you ease. All right, what do we have here? We've got number 2, inner child. Well, isn't that perfect? And of course, this is a number 2, a sign of a number of relationship. And this to me feels like the relationship you have with yourself. And potentially there could be something here about release of a scenario or something that might be replaying. I am picking up an energy of maybe Okay. Scorpio, what I am picking up is that recent events, perhaps, and I'm picking up specifically Mother's Day, which is interesting because I, this morning meditating, picked up on what felt to be like a mother wound. So some of us may be experiencing that, especially with Mother's Day recently passing and Father's Day upon us. We could be in this mode of wanting to connect with our ancestors, and I'm feeling that very, very strongly to the point that it's making me emotional. So we will touch on that. Comment below if that's something that you've experienced recently. This reading could be for you. And then you guys have got to be tripped. All right, you know how it is here. So this is number 2. This reads inner child, and as I said, a mother wound, something you might need to let go. This literally reads number 9, letting go. So definitely, I'm touching on something for someone out there. This says timing, forgiveness, process the emotions. Scorpio, I love that for us, because if we are nothing, we are those that definitely alchemize, transform, review, revise, and repeat, right? But with a fresh perspective. What else do we have here? Scorpio, already it's starting, so bear with me while I channel this. It's coming through that you are never alone. It is very, very important that as you move forward with each day, that you do begin it with gratitude, because at this point, the breath of life is a gift, right? And that is true for each and every one of us. But once you see your parents pass, once you see your children grow, and once you bring in new life through the form of lineage, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, right? You are triggered potentially by something you did or didn't do, a memory. And at the end of the day, Spirit says, we are always with you. We are always with you, and you are loved and nurtured and perfectly made. And it's time to release anything that is making you feel less than. Oof. All right. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. It feels very nurturing, this energy that's coming through. It feels, and I say this sometimes I will get this energy. It's like Kuan Yin, very motherly, very compassionate. I could cry. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Guys, I don't know what's going on. This says number 40, and it reads, you are worthy. You are worth it all, my love, is what it reads. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This says lost your feed. Oh no, am I still on or not? Oh no. Wait. Okay, guys, am I on or not? Because I'm getting mixed messages here, and I'm seeing that the last thing okay, you are. All right, thank you, guys. I'm so sorry. It really is a strange thing. I only see the comments, and nobody's, I don't know. My apologies. So this reads, you are worthy, and it says, you are worth it all, my love. And I feel like that is a compassionate and loving reminder that no matter what your perception is in this density, no matter what it is, evidence around you, sometimes it's what you cannot see that is what's ever present in your life. And that's a beautiful message that's coming through. It is feeling very nurturing, and it's Seven of Pentacles. Again, this is, is it worth it? I'm putting in a lot of effort. Am I ever going to see the benefits of all of the things I've put out? So there's something here, Scorpio, that definitely the reminder to let go and to release something. Gratitude continues to come up because I'm feeling, and even in my own personal life, many of you know, and again, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. It's very healing, but many of you know I am on my own healing journey, and I find myself needing to make consistent corrections in my thinking, because the last thing I want to do is think negatively about my own physical vessel, right? I need to work together with this body, right, to combat anything that doesn't belong, i.e. dis-ease. So I want us to remind you, I feel it very strongly, like this is a time where you want to work with your body. You want to love it and nurture it and be compassionate and loving towards it, right? You cannot have ill speech, ill vibrations coming out of your mouth, right? And the way that I did it, and I'm feeling called to share this with you, is that I literally speak of my body as the body, the physical vessel, because I see it as, yes, part of me, but it is temporary. And so I see it as like, just like you see the car, right? The car, the body, this is my physical vessel. And I'm working together with my mind and my heart to heal, right? And so there's something here about that. When you see it as separate from you, sometimes you might even treat it a little bit better. Interesting, but rather true. I am picking up something for a reunion, a family reunion of some sort in August, late July, August. And you need to make a decision about going or not going. That's actually coming through. And then I've got the Empress card. Funny enough, I did hear this in my meditations prior to starting this reading about another reason why I was feeling like this mother wound might be because some of you are going to have new life coming into your families, right? Which very well meet. Why is this happening? One moment. The healing journey is real. Again, what I'm trying to say is that some of you may find out at this family event, at this reunion, that your family's expanding. So, take that or leave it. It's very specific. And again, if you're looking for a more personalized message, head over to my website at starswithstasi.com. Guys, the Two of Swords came out again. The number right now is twos, because I can't even look. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. You see this is a different deck, right? Just for the matter of record, the Seven of Pentacles is being clarified by the Knight of Cups, all right? But we've got the Two of Swords being clarified by the Two of Swords, and we've got the Empress card being clarified by the Empress. And that's how it happens here. So let's go ahead and talk about that. You could be seeing some synchronicities here, repetitive numbers, master numbers, and that tells me specifically, because this is a Scorpio Sage reading and master numbers are showing up, you are the master, right? At this point, you are in a position to share of yourself and to others, to leave your legacy behind. And Spirit saying, what are you intentionally leaving of yourself? Are you leaving a legacy of love? Are you leaving a legacy of compassion and understanding? And where does that legacy start? It starts by the way you treat yourself. It starts by the medicine, the words that you speak, the frequency, the vibrations that exit these lips is the medicine that you can make yourself. And it starts there. And that's what you leave behind. And it's very interesting because as much as I'm talking about leaving something behind, I'm hearing that's just the beginning. The cycle starts over. Whew, to the point that I'm actually like breaking a sweat over here. Like this is really an intense energy that's coming through. I'm hearing a lot about balance being very important in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Competing priorities. I'm hearing do not allow your health to take a back seat. You will need it. You will need your energy for future travels. And I'm hearing, and I expected this to be a more short-term like time frame, but October, big change, maybe even a move for some of you. Interesting. So different than what I expected. So again, lots of decision making. I'm not even feeling like it's a crossroads. It's more or less you're being presented with options that you didn't have before, and you just need to make a quick decision, this or that, right? I don't feel like it's anything life changing here, but it's just getting your ducks in a row, getting things in order. I feel like there's some travel here coming up. And I'm also feeling like there's an energy here of a long distance relationship coming back online. It might be with an Aquarius only because Aquarius just came out. 1 second. I've got the Star card, the 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. Star card is the hope after the tower, right? So when something comes crumbling down, when you feel like the walls are coming in, that period after the great release is the hope, is the Star card, right? It's the hope after the tower. And this tells me that what you've been wishing for and what you've been hoping would happen actually is what you get. Because this 8-pointed star is above the crown. And it's within reach. And she has 1 foot in the water in the healing waters of Mother Earth and 1 knee on solid ground. So that tells me that where you, again, have been in between, what it is that you want comes to you because you've attracted it. I've got the 9 of Wands coming through and the 8 of Swords. The 9 of Wands is, again, wounded warrior. And it says here, again, another number 9. 9s are endings. Right? 9s are endings, and this is saying you've come to a completion of a cycle. And 8 of Swords, at this point, you're the only one housing this. You're your own prison keeper. Is that the word? That's really intense, but that's what I'm like. You're the. Unfortunately, right? It's us. We're the ones doing it to ourselves. I should have done different. I should have said different. Why didn't I take advantage of this situation, right? Whatever this is, Scorpio. Let's look a little bit further because the universe is saying to Empress, double Empress, things are about to happen for you. You can't carry this with you. It's too heavy. Put it down. It's too heavy. Put it down. Oof. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more. What do we have here with the Star? Why the 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and Star card for my Scorpio Sages? Hey, Charlie. Hello, hello, Lorna. It's so good to see the same faces each week. I am so, so grateful for this community. Remember, Scorpio, that as we are entering Gemini season, is that tomorrow? Yes. Yes, sir. Tomorrow, 5/20, right? It's community time to get back out there and go be amongst the people. Go see what's going on in the world, right? This is a good time for that. A good time to be finding your soul tribe vibes. It's funny because I just saw Virgo Hermit card and it flew out on top of the 9 of Swords, or I'm sorry, the 9 of Wands. So this is 2 9s. Geez Louise. So, oh, I love when this happens. And as I'm telling you, this is a great time to get out and about, right? Virgo energy, you've been in for a while, right? Let's see what's going on here. I've got the Star card being clarified by the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords being clarified by the Moon card. So a few things. One, I do feel that this period of loneliness is coming to an end. And I feel like if you've had any type of issue, and I don't know how to word this. I wouldn't say issue, but here we go. Let's say you've been trying to do something all by yourself. Like you need a realtor, but you're just, oh, it's my fifth house. I know how to do this. You need to sell something and you don't have a professional helping you. You're trying to start a business and you haven't asked for help. There's something here where Spirit says, allow yourself the ease and the release. Maybe you are controlling the situation that if you just hired someone, you could get it done in half the time. Very specific, but I have to acknowledge it. Thank you. If you've been putting off taxes, because I do have to point out, it is mid-May. If you've been, and I'm hearing it clearly, if you've been putting away or off taxes, things like that, call an accountant because this might be a year that you really need someone to go through your financial records. Unrelated to what I'm looking at, but coming through very clearly. I wouldn't say unrelated because now that I'm looking further, I've got the Eight of Swords with the Moon card, right? You know you need to do something, Scorpio. There's something you've been putting off because maybe you just feel like hesitant. It seems overwhelming. I just keep hearing hire someone. It'll be worth it. And this could even be as simple as, you want your house cleaned and this is real life stuff. I mean, it happens to all of us, right? You get overwhelmed, you get tired, you just don't feel like it at a certain point. Hire someone, right? Call in some favors, but get the stuff done because again, Gemini season brings about the help, the community, the soul tribe vibes. You're not alone. And that's all I keep hearing. You're not alone. And also, I'm hearing like some of you are holding on to a situation for fear of being alone. Maybe you're staying, and it's even coming through like a friendship, or you put up with your oldest sister or something because you don't want to hurt her feelings, but she gets on your nerves, or that's coming through so clearly. Or, you have a girlfriend or a guy buddy that you just know because you guys have known each other forever, but you've grown apart. Release it with ease. Knight of Wands, right? Time to go on an adventure, have more fun, pick the joy back up in your life. And again, I do feel travel plans for you, Scorpio. Tower card comes through with emphasis. So we have Tower and the Star card, the Moon card, and I just saw Six of Swords. So I'll get a better picture here in a second. Sorry, guys, I just got a ping. Keep going, please. And the Two of Wands, lots of number twos. You must be very in between worlds. And let me look at this. One moment. Let me just see. So I see the comment. You said it's your sister-in-law. Your sister-in-law, right? You're going to give her the axe. It's fine. It's fine. Do it. Do it. You're not married to her. All right. The Magician card, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take this. 1 second. Did everybody come out? One moment. One more. I said one more, and the first card that I saw when I just did that is the same card I picked up after the shuffle, which was the Hanged one. All right, universe, I hear you. I swear I'm just a unpaid employee of the... Anyway, Knight of Wands is going to be all about the adventure, the fun of it all. And remember how I said some of you are traveling? The Magician came up. Be weary of timeshares. I don't know why that came up. That's so specific. Be weary of purchasing timeshares or purchasing like on a group vacation or doing a group thing or putting your, I don't know, Scorpio, that's so specific. You'll have to know if it's for you, but manipulation comes into play potentially. in the next couple of weeks. And I'm hearing like, be mindful, like, and you can do whatever you want. Clearly, it's your money, it's your time. Just do your due diligence and don't rely on just one search or two searches, right? Like, do your due diligence before you invest your time or energy in something, especially if it has to do with travel. And if you are traveling, this might be a good time to get the travel insurance for whatever reason that's coming through clearly. And as well, if you're doing a cruise. Wow. Okay, one moment. So I will say this. The Tower card is being clarified by the Strength card. Definitely a rough patch, right, in the next week or two. And I'm feeling that more like sooner than later. Something that arises, and the advice is the same as it was for the general reading that I did a couple of days ago, which is find your inner strength to just be calm through this storm. And if you are patient enough and silent enough, you will see the benefit of this release. You will see it play out right in front of you. For someone, this is a legal issue within your immediate family that comes to full light, like full on light. And it places you in an awkward position, to be honest. So I think that maybe you might have information, and this is going to be true for more than just a small sliver. You know, Scorpios, we have all kinds in our crew. So somebody close to you might be getting themselves maybe wrapped up in a little something, and you're going to have to like allow whatever is going to happen next to happen. Like, you can't go in and save everybody. It's not yours to fix, and don't lend your money out. Those are all specific things that just came through. The other thing that I'm seeing about this Tower card, when it's coming through with the Strength card and the Magician card with the Hanged Man, and yet another number 2, right? And we're going to go through all that. Thoughts become things. Be intentional about what's going on around you and take some time to look at everything with a more critical eye. The Hanged One, while this may be a period of discomfort, it's only uncomfortable as long as you choose to see it that way. But there are benefits to the bullshit that's happening around you in the next couple of weeks. I keep picking up that your health is of the utmost importance. Like, you cannot get wrapped up in this. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it's definitely not about you. That's the thing, Scorpio. And that I'm picking that up for all of us. Like, whatever is about to happen, this is not us. This is us witnessing the downfall, the demise, and potentially feeling like we should or could make a change in what's going to happen. But the universe is saying, nah, let it play out. Let it play out, because you actually don't have all the answers. And what you think is like, oh, poor them. Well, maybe you find out not so poor them. Like, maybe they had something to do with something going on in your own life background. Whew. That's so specific, but it's so coming through so clearly. So, all right, Scorpio. And I'm just going to get a couple more cards just to see, because that vibe, this feels a lot like family or estranged, like someone from a distant past coming through. So interesting, because it's the energy is coming along at the same time that I'm being told about like a family type reunion in August and potentially your family growing. And then I'm looking at travel plans back and forth, Scorpio making decisions. Do I go? Do I stay? And there's almost like this energy as well as like having to be very strategic about where you stay to avoid the drama. So all I can say, Scorpio, is if that's you, do your due diligence, but go and do the thing and enjoy yourself, but protect yourself at the same time. Wow. All right, guys. This says, I love the universe. This says, give your inner critic a vacation day. Be kind to yourself, right? I always say that be kind to yourselves and each other, because you never know the struggle that is out there for each and every one of us when we choose to do it in silence. But again, the universe says you are not alone and it is not yours to handle. There's a lot of like stay in your lane energy. go get a massage. Literally the universe is saying, go do anything else but engage in that. I'm actually, for those of you, this is a Scorpio Sage reading, so most of you should know Jerry Springer, right? I'm getting an image of Jerry Springer, and they're saying, it's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to get the... Oh my gosh, I'm seeing that... I don't even know how to word this. They're saying it's one thing to be a spectator, another thing to be on the stage, and I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know what my guides drank before I started reading today. This says 31, seek guidance in this. 3 is the number of creation, right? It takes 3 to see the 1. And 1, your identity, who you are. So maybe this is about creating something new for yourself, a new path. And it reads, seek guidance in this. It's time for a different perspective. That's beautiful. Just get creative with the way you see yourself. Get creative with the way you see life and how you're going to handle tough things. Because if it's starting to feel tough, if it's starting to feel like you're stuck in the muck, whatever you've been doing, you might need to tweak it a little bit. And a lot of it just comes down to releasing responsibility for things that aren't yours, forgiving situations and experiences that didn't go exactly the way you had hoped, understanding that it went the way it needed to get you where you are today. So Scorpio, I want to remind you that you are very much loved by the universe, and she is here to provide you the experiences that you say that you need. So words are powerful, and I want you to comment below, I am energy, right? Because I feel that for us, it's so important to remind ourselves that we are energy and that we can generate more of it, but we can also be the ones to deplete it. So I am energy, comment that below, and that will enter you for a chance to win in next week's mini reading. So let's go ahead and look and see. Actually, I'm going to do some shadow work. You guys are not going to get away without shadow work. You almost did. You almost did. Actually, one second. The universe wants me to pull. Hold on. Where did it go? Here it is. They do want me to do one financial real quick. Hold on. Give me one moment. Hey, Gabriel. How are you? Gabrielle. Oh, hey, girl. How are you? I do have to say that I can already see on here, because I picked the winners beforehand. The winner of this week, in English, guys, I don't know what's happening. The winner is already on here on this chat. So if you're on here right now, don't go anywhere because you won. I see your name on there. All right, hang tight. Ooh, it's warm. Comment, I am energy. This reads progress and protection. 2 P's come out for you. If it seems like a long slog, your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. And I did say that if you've been feeling like you're stuck in the muck, it has a lot to do with reeling your energy back in and focusing on El Capitan, and that's you, right? So your efforts will pay off soon. Remember, we started this reading with the 7 of Pentacles, that thoughts of, am I putting so much effort into something? It's not paying off. Things are stuck. I want to change. When will things change? There's a bit of impatience I'm picking up from you, Scorpio, right? But it's okay. Just take a deep breath, because if it happens too quick, then that tower moment happens without a raft. Life raft. This reads protection. You are being protected. It literally reads, see, it says you're being protected from deceit. Remember I said that? Didn't I just say that? And from situations that no longer serve you. This thing on, I'm not making it up. It says lie low for a while and you will be shown the truth. No shit. Look at that. So go wherever you're going to go. Like, take that trip, do the thing, plan the thing, but maybe don't stay with the people that you had intended to. I don't know. Child, you're going to have to figure out what this is for you, but you are being protected. Progress is being made, but you may need another room, a separate, villa. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe if people are coming to visit you, they can stay at the local hotel, right? You don't need somebody staying with you. I just saw number 7, but let's see what comes up because I didn't really get a chance to shovel it. What's the shadow work for Scorpio Sages this week? Sadness versus anger. This comes up for us all the time. There's got to be 80 cards in here. And like, why are we like this? What are we holding on to? No, we're fixed signs is what it is. So number 22, another master number. And we started out with 22 showing up. And we had, I think, like 4 different 2s come through, right? So I'm going to point that out for you. 1 second. Yeah, we've got the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Swords again, right? There was another one in there. And then we've got 22 over here. So numbers popping off, 2s, numbers of relationship. But again, I feel like this is the relationship you have with yourself, the most important one, by the way. So number 22, sadness versus anger, right? Let's alchemize that energy. One of the things I want to point out is you had the Empress card come through twice. Empress, besides being all about the abundance of it all, like we all see her, we see her pregnant, abundant, you know, the great mother. She's also nature's greatest recycler. So I want to talk about that because I love the Empress card. And I think that the Rider-Waite version's on here somewhere. Give me a second. Because it's worth the wait, what I'm going to tell you. Hang tight. Yeah, I don't see it right now. So we're going to go with her. So in this one, she's not pregnant, but that doesn't matter. The Empress card is nature's greatest recycler. So one of the things, and I think the thing that makes the Empress just like the OG, right? Above the Queen, is that she's lived a time or two. And she knows that life is cyclical. And she knows that money come and go. Love come and go. Bullshit come and go. But no matter what comes and goes, now if it's going to come before her, she has dominion, sovereignty, and control over the perception of all the thoughts, all the things. And what doesn't serve her, she alchemizes. She takes that energy and says, I know that you won't go anywhere, so it is up to me to tame you. But this is like the strength card on crack. This is like, I'm not going to just look you in the face. I'm going to look you in the face. I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you so deeply. And I'm going to get to know you. And then I'm going to feed you back into the earth. And you will be, compost. And then from there grows the most beautiful, vibrant, colorful flowers, plants, you name it. Something worth the rebuild. And I think I went off script there a little bit, but I just felt it so strongly. And the spirit energy is strong right now. But there is something here, right? You know better than to allow yourself to feed into an old script. And that's the best thing I can say. So that's how that's coming through. I hope that made sense. I feel like I'm going to have to go back and watch this. Also, guys, don't forget to comment. I am energy. And for those Scorpios that are watching from another country, sometimes I'll get like, hey, I want this dubbed in Portuguese and all the things. Dubbing does happen, but when it's live stream, it takes a little bit of time to process. And I should have said that in the beginning, but I was having all these computer issues and it slipped my mind. So lo siento. Not Portuguese, but Spanish, and it'll be up shortly. Remember your gifts, Scorpio. Focus on your blessings rather than dwelling on adversity. And that sounds like something the Empress would indeed say. Pause and give thanks for your gifts, such as your sensitivity, your intuition, your health, your friendships or family. Gratitude. Gratitude will get you everywhere. Right? If you compliment me, that'll get you everywhere. If you want to impress the universe, gratitude. She doesn't need your compliments. That's like, human stuff. Gratitude, right? Be thankful no matter what's in front of you, because at the end of the day, the biggest gift of life is the breath of in and out. So Scorpio, thank you so much for your time, your energy. Comment I am energy to participate to win next week's mini reading. And I feel so out of sorts, to be honest, because I have to be honest with you that the picture wouldn't show up and I just feel a little bit out of it. So I want to make sure I say the name right because it's not one that I see all of the time. Give me 1 second. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, hold on. I just saw the name Give me 1 second. There it is. All right, guys. The winner of last week's mini reading was Tania Newell. Tania Newell. So I wanted to make sure I said that. So Tania Newell, hang tight for your mini reading. And for everyone else, remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, and we are doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And until next week, Scorpio, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Shine brightly, and I love you. All right, Dania, let's go ahead and look at, come on, universe, that was too many. But just for matter of record, Page of Wands. So you could be looking for a little bit of something to do. Maybe you're tired of same old, you want to switch things up. Maybe a little bit of excitement comes your way in the next few weeks. So let's go ahead. And I'm using some kind of excitement's coming your way. Let's hope it's the excitement that you want, my love, because I've got 3 of Wands with the 9 of Cups. So you could be going on a small travel. 9 of Cups, it's very independent energy, and it's very joyful. So both of these cards together, good vibes. For sure, 9 of Cups, I mean, look, she is living her best life and looking at something exciting. Like, what is next? What is next for her? And I want to just make sure that I can put you here in case I see your comments. There you go. You're crying. No crying. No crying. No crying. All right. What else do we have for Tania, please? Un momento. All right. Well, listen, I don't know who or what you're cutting out, but you got a whole lot coming in because I've got the 9 of Cups, which is, again, very independent, like single energy, like just freedom, right? And then I'm seeing that with the 3 of Wands, like, a visionary, hoping for more, doing the thing. But then it came through with the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands with the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups, usually a page is a younger energy. So you could have a child or someone younger in your life. Who knows? That's the Page of Cups. But at the end of the day, it could just be like, something that used to bring you joy is no longer serving the same purpose and you're wanting more out of life, and so you're willing to give up something here. It's like you're in the pursuit of happiness. That's the best thing I can say. You're in the pursuit of happiness, but instead of like, you're done fighting for it. That's how it comes through. You're done fighting for it. You want more for yourself. I don't know why they had me pick up these, but I'm going to stick with it because 5 of Swords, getting creative about something. Let me see what this is. If you've been in a situation where, remember how I said a minute ago, you're done fighting for it. You're done with the back and forth. 5 of Swords comes through. Strategy. You don't always get, you're not necessarily going to get your way 100%, but you're going to come out on top. You might hurt somebody's feelings. Definitely. Whatever you're releasing here, whatever all this is that you're getting out of your life and in the pursuit of happiness, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings, but they're not your feelings that are getting hurt. And the way that it's coming through is I'm hearing it's about time. It's about time you're not the one taking it. Oh, geez. All right. The Chariot card comes through. This is like full steam ahead. But the thing with the Chariot card, and in the traditional Rider-Waite, the Chariot's facing forward. And then you've got the 2 pillars, right? So for this reading, we're just going to say you have the masculine and feminine pillars, right? We're just going to say it that way. And then the best thing I can say is when we're talking about the Chariot entering into your life, this is major life lesson. This is like a big deal coming through. And it's a card of victory and one of power, actually, because people read the Chariot as if, the Chariot is like whizzing through and just like it's happening quick. But I feel like the Chariot is more about the power and the sovereignty and the control, right? And being coming from a place of neutrality, right? Like you're not going to get pulled into a fight. You're not going to get pulled into the BS. You're not going to get pulled into, either way, right? You've been around, you're smart enough, you get it now. And now all you see is full steam ahead. You're not getting into a back and forth with anybody anymore. And it pays off. And I just see you, like I said, I started this reading out with some of the best combinations of the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. And that's just like, that's the energy of winning. And then when you see the Chariot card close that out, again, it's winning, winning, winning. So let me see. Look, yes, even if it feels that it's been taking a long time, Knight of Pentacles, this is working out in your favor. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the Knight of Pentacles, is the background's yellow. That means that you have the energy to move forward, but you've been very discerning about taking the next step. And the universe at this point is saying it's time to take action, and the discernment and the waiting has been worth it. It's been worth the wait. And I think it's going to be very successful for you, right? Look, Knight of Pentacles has the pentacles looking to plant them. And in this deck, finally got off the horse. So I think that's where you are. You're one step closer to achieving everything you've ever wanted. Thank you so much for your time and energy, and shine brightly. Have a great week ahead, guys. And thank you so much for your time and energy.